Hello learners, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you so much for this day. Welcome to Food and Beverage Service. That's the unit of Food and Beverage Service. I'm Milka Wanjera Dweri, your trainer or your facilitator. Today's topic, we are going to tackle on the factors to consider when choosing of methods of service in any restaurant or any food establishment. So, the introduction to various factors to consider when choosing a service method. The course overview, the trainee perspectives, the experiences, and the expectation at the end of the topic. So, let's brainstorm on this activity. Kindly, any one of you who knows about the service methods? Diana, do you have any idea?
Yes, we have plate service.
Correct. Susan?
We have table service.
Right. Lynette?
We have silver service.
Correct. Let's continue. I can see that you have an idea of what we are talking about. So let's go to the differences between the different methods of service and also the examples of the service methods, as you have already said. Then lastly, we shall tackle on the factors to consider when choosing the types of service. Anyone with an idea of the methods that we consider when choosing a type of service? Yes, Susan?
We can consider the number of staff that we have in the establishment.
Correct. Yes, we can consider the number of staffs that we have in an establishment. The next is Diana. Give a trial.
Okay, we can consider the type of establishment. Maybe it can be a bigger, a smaller, or a larger one.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
That's good. Then we can go to Judy or Lynette.
We can also consider the type of the clientele we are dealing with.
Yeah, I can see that you are not new in this topic because all the answers that you have said are very correct. Let's now, without wasting time, go to the factors to consider when choosing the type of service. Number one, we have the equipments available. First, consider the equipment that you have, because like for instance, you cannot go to a buffet whereas you don't have the buffet equipments. Are you getting it?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, so you would rather go for the plate service if that is what you can afford. Then the next factor is the number of the staffs available in the establishment, as one of you have just said. So consider the number of staffs available. Like for instance, you can't have the 2 or 5 staffs, whereas you have got a long queue and let the staffs go for plate service. So you would rather go for a buffet service that would be more easier and will give your staffs a humble and efficient workflow. Are we getting it?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. Who can tell me something on time available for the service? Diana, do you have any idea?
Okay, I think this is the estimated time that the service is going to take place in an establishment.
Great. Yes, just as Diana have said, this is the time available for the service of the food. Like for instance, if you don't have enough time for the service, you would rather go for a faster service so that you don't keep the guests waiting and at the end frustrating them. Then let's move to the next point, where it's the type of establishment. Susan, what do you think about type of establishment as a factor to consider?
We consider the type of establishment. As first class, we don't serve like fifth class. E.g., you don't expect that the service in a hotel to be the same with that one in a restaurant.
Exactly, correct. I can see that you have all experienced on the food and beverage service establishments. You are not new. Okay, according to what Susan have said, we consider the type of establishment because there are those establishments that are of high class, like they are 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, and those that are kiosk or just some food courts. We don't expect the method of food service to be the same. I guess you have ever visited some hotels or the restaurants. You people, you are exposed. Have you ever?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Then number 5, let's move to the turnover of the guest. Lynette, do you have any idea about the turnover of the guest as a factor?
Yes, I have, madam.
Okay, share with us, please.
The guest turnover is the number of people that you expect in a restaurant at a certain time with an average of their number and also the meals that are to be prepared.
Exactly, that is correct. So when you have a large turnover of the guests, you'd rather go with a faster method that will serve the guest very fast so that they don't stay for a longer time without the service. Like for instance, a buffet. A buffet, it's a type of food service method that is more faster than a plate service. Then we consider the cost consideration. Anyone with an idea about the cost consideration? Diana?
Okay, for the cost consideration, you need to consider your equipment, your furniture, and also you need to do the budgeting of the food items.
Correct. Just as Diana have just said, we need to consider our equipment, furniture, and also the cost of operation. Thank you so much. So the last but not the least, let us go to the type of menu. This is according to the portion size and the presentation. This may dictate the need for specific serving or equipment. Let's go to the next, which is our conclusion. So in conclusion, we have learned about the different methods of food service as you mentioned, and we has also dwelled on the factors to be considered when choosing food and beverage service methods. So it's my hope that you have learned and you have also enjoyed the class. Thank you.